Let's talk about animals. All of you are fond of visiting zoo. Now when you go to zoo, you see various animals. Have you ever thought what is the difference when we see variety of animals around us? Now these differences could be based on various things. For example, what do they eat? Whether they eat only plants or they eat other animals or they eat both. That could be one way in which we can define it. The second way in which we can define animals could be based on their habitat, whether they are living on land, air, water. So that's another classification. Another way of classifying is the feeding habit, whether they swallow the food, eat the food, gnaw the food. So that could be another criteria. Then we can explain animals based on how they move, how they breathe, how they feed, how they actually have their livelihoods, or whether they live alone, they live in group. So there can be various ways in which we can explain about animals, whether they lay eggs or they don't lay eggs. They are smaller organisms, they are big organisms. Before we proceed, some quick facts which would create interest for this lecture. So have you seen desert animals? Camel is called as a ship of desert. Now you know camel store water in its hump. The back portion that is raised is called as hump, and that hump is the place where it stores the fat. Then we do have animals which are immune to numerous diseases. For example, shark. There are other animals that actually help in seed dispersal. That is, when they eat the plant material, what is left behind is seeds. And these animals knowingly unknowingly transport seeds and help in dispersal of seeds. Do you know a good example for these? Squirrels, the most common organisms. They actually help disperse millions of seeds and plant millions of trees. As I said, camel can store water, but we have rats which can live without water longer than camels. So again, an interesting fact. Some animals, like human beings, on the eye top we have eyelids. This is to protect our eyes from any foreign particle that could enter. However, insects or fishes don't have these eyelids. So how do they protect their eyes? They have a hard coat or a hard coating material that actually protects their eyes. So those are some really good quick facts to help you develop interest. Now talking about the first classification, which is herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Herbi means we classify plants as herbs, shrubs and trees, we said. So herbivores means those organisms that eat only plants.